Back. Can't see a fucking thing, but we're here.
Yeah.
Blue tick serious banter. You know how the thing goes. Myself, Bugsy B.
Myself, Diga Dan.
Co-host with the most. Back in the building after the trip to Gambia. You get me? Come to chop it up with you lot. See what's cracking out here. You get me? Couple things we got to talk about.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll chop it up about this Ukraine-Russia thing.
Yeah, we got to touch on that, definitely.
And quick brush over that. And then the big thing we're going to talk about is the importance of punctuality.
Definitely.
The importance of timekeeping and sticking to what you say.
And understanding that 7 minutes that you're late could be determined.
Yeah, we're not going to...
Your life.
Can we talk about Putin and the actor first?
So right now, let's call them man the such man. Putin, we call one the actor and one such man. Because one's dangerous.
Man said
more
Putin
than
and such man. Man said the Ukraine Prime Minister and such man. Such man. Oh, you know what I mentioned? The big man's name.
Yeah.
You're afraid to mention Putin on YouTube?
Yeah. Putin bad, you get me? Still bad.
Man said Kia GB.
But yeah, no, you see what's going on right now, fun and joke aside.
Yeah. Does everybody listen, the people, does everybody even understand why or what's going on? Because obviously the mainstream media is going to feed you whatever they're feeding you. But do you actually understand what's going on behind it? Like why Putin's took this stance and all of this stuff and what NATO is and why they were set up and all of these things. Like there's reasons
and
behind
why
it.
On the news they're showing you videos that happened
and
the first week of the
They said there's
war.
people dead and then you see man moving the covers and all of this stuff. But
yeah,
we'll get into it. First things first, yeah. I need you to understand that I'm not a Putin supporter, but I'm never anti-Putin. Because people don't understand the things what he's done for Africa, the things what he's done for the country. And his problem with this is, if everybody knows history, the USSR were a fascist, far-right nation where they were completely dominating their own people. So NATO was set up to control them. And NATO has army bases strategically set up all around Russia. Ukraine is the last place where NATO want to set up an army base so that they can have Russia boxed in, and Putin saying, no, you can't do that. What do you need NATO for? The USSR's gone.
I would say, like, you see the whole, obviously, the people evacuating this country and the priority of the people that can evacuate this country. I thought at one stage it was nuts, but I did understand it.
No, but explain it though, because they might not understand. So explain it properly.
So there's people that are black and ethnic minorities that they are last in line to leave the country. So they've been getting whacked up on the borders, and I've seen videos of them getting dealt with cold and basically told, no, you can't leave. So that, to me, obviously, is mad. Do I understand it? Yeah, have to. Because these black people are not from Ukraine. So basically, this is law in every country. A nation's priority is its nationals. I'm not saying it's right, I don't agree with it at all, but this is a law for every country. So if there was a war here, the first people to be saved would be the Brits, the people that are nationalized to this country. I don't think that's wrong. I can't say that's wrong. Because this is where we're from, innit? So obviously we've helped build this thing. They're gonna try and save us first, naturally. It looks bad because in Ukraine it's easy to tell a black man's not Ukrainian. To get it,
you could just look at him and say, "Oh, you're not Ukrainian." Like it's done,
innit?
It's done, innit?
Yeah.
Like yo, Akumbe, you're not Ukrainian. Your name's Akumbe and you're black. It's very easy to do that thing there. Where over here now, if something happened over here, how would that work?
Man, I tell you, man can't tell me I'm not British.
How would that work?
You're nuts.
Because I was born here.
Yeah.
I was born here, innit?
I'm running with that stance.
So
you gotta get me on this plane. I'm born here.
You get what I'm saying? But in regards to the people getting turned away and all that, I can't ever say that I think it's right. It's inhumane, innit? But I agree with that principle for a country.
At least as long as they are allowed to leave.
No, they are allowed. They are allowed. But they have to say
wait until
they're patriots first. That's law,
and which is only right.
Something that I've come to understand after. But I still don't like the Ukrainians because they're racist. And I've seen a video where a man got chased by Nazis into a police station, and he's telling the police like he can't go out there. They're gonna try and kill him and all that. And they pushed him out. The police have kicked him out of the police station,
And from my understandings, no one's ever seen this brother again. And I doubt they're looking for him. They got a war going on with buildings falling on people. A black man's hardly a priority. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt we'll ever see him again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You understand? But in regards to the war and the actual reasons behind it, it's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me, man.
You see where it is, though? You see where it has nothing to do with us, but it has everything to do with us because we are the ones that are being affected from this thing right now.
Why? You gonna take the $350 for the Ukrainian?
No, what I'm trying to say, fuel prices have gone through the roof, yeah? And you see the $350 with the Ukrainian thing, Ukrainians, I'm not happy about that because there's a lot of people that come here to Windrush like offspring, so to speak. You get me? And they have contributed to this place, and they've been 50,000 of them got deported last year and the year before, gone back to their place of birth. A lot of people that went back weren't even they didn't even know the place. They had left there when they were young children. So you see that, I don't respect that because they're now willing to bring in 200,000 Ukrainians. So how comes there's no space then? So how comes there's space now?
Bro, look, man, I can tell you this.
Get me?
I can tell you this, yeah, and I hate talking about it, yeah, but everything shows how racial everything is.
Definitely.
When black people wanted to kneel in football, don't bring politics into football. Don't bring politics into sport. It's nothing to do with politics. Man was getting booed for all of that. As soon as there's a war in Ukraine, everyone's flying through Ukraine, do all this funny stuff.
People are leaving Britons are leaving from here to go and fight for Ukraine.
Now this is where black people, and not all white people, but the majority of white people have a different outlook on the world.
Man are not trying to be heroes.
Because of the experiences that man see. And man, I can't see people fighting for my things. You're fighting it down. But then another country gets into problems. I'm on your own. I live here. I've contributed. I've paid tax, national insurance, all of these things.
Come on.
Like, and you're not willing to help my people do better. But you see people that look similar to you.
100 million.
And you're willing to help them.
Definitely.
Like,
and take people into their house. And when I watched Teddy yesterday, someone had compared it to it. It's like online dating. So it's like you meeting someone online, you don't know nothing about them, you start dating them and just have them in your yard overnight. That's crazy.
No, it's mad because I want to get a room for $350 a month.
And I do believe that if we went to Ukraine and we needed to live there, they will charge us $350 to take us in. We will have to pay the $350. Me and you.
Go where? Go where? They can't get me to go and live in the Ukraine.
If there was ever a place where you had to run, brother,
I'm not going.
If that was the only place that you could run to.
I'm not going. I'm going to other places.
If there's to say, all right, what?
There's other places. There's never
all the
one
other
place.
Places, all the
There's
barleys and that,
options.
they're full up. But what? There's a couple spots. You have to go Ukraine. You're not going Ukraine. You're staying there.
They're going to kill us.
Mad still. Because they're going to kill you over there.
You're going to dead. You're going to dead. Yeah? What you doing here, black boy?
And you know what? What I find very unprofessional.
Crazy.
See this brother sitting there in a t-shirt. Like, he's done that. Like, he can't access his suits and that and his shirts and shit. So he's been coming on. And what he done the other day...
That way. No, that is hilarious. Listen to what I've had said. My people are getting killed and blown up, but make sure you got a suit on.
Yeah,
you're ready.
What's that? See what he done to Parliament the other day? I have never... I've woke up 4 o'clock in the morning, Parliament's on my telly, seen all mad stuff. Never seen Parliament so full. It was like a festival. All the balcony was full up. They had headphones on, not just normal headphones, those translating joints. Do you get it? Like my man talking, it's coming through in English. But that was a big thing. Did I respect it? Did it show any power? No, it didn't. It showed nothing but weakness for me. Do you get it? Because you've done that, and they're still questioning, should there be a no-fly zone? Do you get it? That's after you've already lifted your skirt, so to speak.
Yeah, but that's not that. Listen, man. You see what people got to realize? Like, what faith does anybody have in this government? You see, like, my thing is like, the government can't do nothing that's gonna surprise me or shock me or whatever. I have zero faith in these people.
Definitely.
So any movements they do, I'm not like, oh shit. It's like, yeah, the pussy holes are gonna do it anyway.
100 million.
Because all of a sudden,
COVID, there's no COVID.
No COVID done.
Numbers, no COVID numbers on the
You don't
telly.
even need
There's
a
nothing.
You don't even need
COVID, you don't even have, you can fly now. All you pussies that went and got vaccinated, ha ha, pussies, told you about yourselves. And you know what? I'm going on holiday in a minute without my vaccination. Not one dosage. Yeah? Styling on all of you. Yeah? Show.
Yeah, nah, that's fucked still, man. But the people them should have stuck together, man. No one stuck together on this, man. Everyone just individually. Like, you had a man here that would tell you everything. But he was sneaking behind your back to go and get vaccine.
Yeah, but you know what?
You're bucking him one day, you're just saying, yo, what go on, brother? I'm saying, yo, you know, so me take a 2-job door. I'm saying, don't like what? You took both of them and say, yeah, man. Saying, why did you do it? He's like, boy, cause you don't know, so me I forgot Jamaica and rare. I'm saying, brother, man, come on, it kind of disappointed me, you get me? And I'll be real with you, because there was no stand together. There was no, like, meetings of us as a community.
Let me tell you why.
Even families.
Wait, let me tell you why.
People and family members that were going out sneaking.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Drugs.
Let me tell you why. Because the fact of it is, in this world, there's two types of people. There's followers and there's leaders. And I'd say it's 50-50 in the world. I'd say there's 50% followers, 50%
Definitely.
leaders. Now, there's a lot of people in this world that blindly follow government. Blindly.
Stupidly.
Follow laws, follow policing, follow all of these things. Blindly, without questioning anything. If they say it, it's right. Like, even now, they're saying bring a Ukrainian who you don't know what, bruv, you could be bringing the most serial killer man in your yard with you and your picnic, 100%. And you don't know. And they're not vetting them. Don't go on like they're vetting them.
100.
They're not vetting them.
No vetting
You're just on the run, come. Your country's getting blown up.
Airbnb.
Come.
Simple.
It's nuts. Right now, they're putting, this government is willing to put its own people
at risk. For some people. Remember, even if my man wakes up in the night and you just stands over your bed and he might be asking you like, yo, can I get, like, where do you put the custard? Like, he just asking it in his language.
He might not be asking you for that. He might be telling you he's going to take the pom-pom. I come to take it. It's mine. This is what we do in Ukraine.
No, but he's going to say it in his language.
Yeah,
brother.
whatever. But what I'm saying is, yeah.
For your Chief 50.
Do you know how many people have signed up for this? Do you know how many British people have signed up to take in a Ukrainian for £350 a month? 90,000 people.
Do you know how mad that is? £350 a month, brother.
I can't even get a flat. And I live here. Can't even get a flat off the council. Lewisham Council, can you help me? It's moving mad. It's bringing in Ukrainians and I can't even get a flat. This is mad.
Yeah, that's
This makes no sense. Man, have to private rent and pay a fee. I hear that in our life. It's business.
Mate. Coming back from Africa the other day, bruv, they have not... Bruv, I've seen African people go through pain and struggle. They don't get... They might get handouts, but even that's not being advertised, so I'm not supposed to know. For the little heads and theirs and... Putin, and there's other people like... Who else? Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was a man that he had a big movement, like, to help young African kids and build schools in Africa and all of that. And I only found that out the other day, doing a bit of reading. You get me?
I didn't even know.
It was a big boy in the team. Yeah, so...
I know about Putin.
So
Putin was there helping freedom fighters and stuff in Africa.
Do you understand? So we're not being advertised this, and then to see all of this now that, like, the help is being given, it just shows us that it's no different than what we said. But you see the card, you see that token card that they call, what they call it? The race card, okay? Certain people use it like in the wrong context. Do you get it? Or certain people, you see, if you're sitting at home playing PlayStation all day and not doing nothing with your life, you end up getting nicked doing for something. You can't then turn around and talk about, oh, it's because I'm black and you got nicked with this thing and this is what you're doing with your life. That's using the race card. But see, for upstanding people that go out there and do this thing and experience it in the workplace, getting on the bus, going to restaurant and waiting there with your brethren and seeing a white couple or another couple of another culture coming through and they get seated straight away. You see all of this stuff. This is what man go through all the time. It's the norm.
Getting followed around the shops.
It's the norm.
It's all just the norm for man, innit? Like, but you see what it is. If they're letting in, all right, then cool. So how many are they gonna let in? 200, 300,
2 to 300,000.
All right, cool. So let's say, for instance, yeah, they let in
70,000 racist Ukrainians. How does that affect our society? And I'm not talking about black people on a whole. I'm talking about British society.
Mm-hmm.
How does that then affect British society? Because then the problem that you'll find is that if they come over here and they bring their racial hate, they're gonna find that England's nothing like the Ukraine. Like, man ain't lying down and getting dominated.
100%.
There's no coming over here and feeling like you're gonna bully a black man because he's black.
And do you know what the maddest thing? I suppose their gangsters never been tested. Their racism has never been tested.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
As much as now, because now they're gonna be living next door to the man they hate.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Plotting for it.
And I know for a fact, all the little youth them that get trappy and listen to drill and got their zombie knives, they'll just be zombieing Ukrainians. Murder rate will go through the roof if the racism fries up and these men really feel like they can walk around and disrespect black people.
Yeah,
how I've seen them do it, it's gonna have a mad knock-on effect. Knife crime numbers are gonna go up.
Definitely.
All of this stuff, and I don't know if anyone's thought about the whole value of the whole situation. Like, the government have said, yeah, boom bam, but okay, cool, you need to help. I get it, but you need to find a better way to help, because if you're putting your own people at risk, it's a madness, bro.
There's a man saying today, why are you not putting them in your yard? You lot's got big yards.
With bare rooms.
Bare rooms. Why don't you go and put these Ukrainians in your house?
They're not going to do that. They're not going to have no Ukrainian who they don't know living in their yards.
Bonkers.
But anyway.
They need to offer a security guard for everyone that takes in the Ukrainian for the 350. For the 350, you're supposed to have security.
For the 350, you're supposed to have all heap of security, man.
100%.
So, anyway, what, you think Putin's going to win?
Putin's been, you see Putin, he's playing a mind game. He's playing such a mind game right now that they tried to advertise the other day that the man had cancer and he was dying.
They said he might be dead. They tried talking about a clone.
Yes,
there's been all types of stuff like that. Well, who do you think will win?
Out of what now?
The war.
The world versus Russia.
It's not really.
And China.
It's not actually. China said that they're not helping. China said America said that Russia approached China for
some peace, like your
like
weaponry.
Yeah, weaponry assistance. Yeah, but China came out and said that is disinformation. They're capping. But you know, Joe Biden and China have got their own issues. They got their own thing going on. But obviously it's our thing because Boris is a pussy hole and him run behind people and sniff out Biden matter.
Joe Biden is so old, yeah. Every time he talks, he looks like he's forced.
You know what? You know what's mad? You know what's mad? Donald Trump's looking like a really, really, really good president. Right?
Yeah.
A really, really good president.
Definitely.
You know he's the only president.
Definitely.
That Russia ain't done no fuckery while he was president.
Yeah, but he's a leader though. You can see the leader in my man though. You can't see the leader in Biden. Biden come on the thing the other day called Ukrainian Uranian. Yeah? And from that day, brother, I ain't seen him back on the telly doing no live chat. I've just been seeing bare US secretary.
What's Boris doing? Because we're talking about bare other people and not our own. What's Boris doing?
Boris is running behind my man. So Boris is a bussy. Bussy is the new word for the batty pussy thing.
And Boris is a batty pussy?
He's a bussy. So he's just running behind the youth, them just doing bussy.
Hey, blood.
The man do the bussy dance.
Nah, you know what? Like, big man thing, yeah? Like, anybody who watches this program, like, all of these people, like, man have to vote, you know? And
voting's very corrupt though, bro.
It is very corrupt, but you know what? Man have to try.
Very corrupt.
Man have to try. Man have to actually try, because the reason why I'm saying that is because man can't have people like Boris running this country, bro. It's nuts, bro. It's mad, bro. This brother is the bit like them man make me. You see when I was younger and I didn't believe that I could be the prime minister. You see, seeing what's going on. I know for a fact. Even now, I haven't even done anything, but I could run this country better than these man. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a waste man thing. Man can't be under no Boris. Boris's umbrella.
Boris can't even dress himself to come out in the morning.
Waste. Anyway, don't get me started on this. Can we get onto the topic of punctuality?
Yeah, importance
and being
of
on
time. See the importance of time. The importance of time is something that if you know me, you know that timekeeping is something that I pride myself on. You see the importance of time. Turning up late and telling a man 2 o'clock in your day, 3 o'clock, I'm supposed to leave at 6 o'clock. Now I leave at 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
You know when you arrange things with the man them.
It's crazy, and it's like you have to understand the importance of it. Cause you see that 7 minutes, that could change everything. Certain times, don't get twisted, you know. Sometimes God's holding you back, you know, you get me. That's my opinion. Like you get me. It might be God's work, but you see, if it's like every time I link you, that's not God's work. That's your work. You understand? And if it's your work, you're taking the piss because time is important.
Yeah, listen, punctuality can change your life. Fact of it. Wrong place, wrong time, right place, right time. That's it.
Simple.
It's as simple as that. Like if you go to a job interview, you being 3 minutes late or being 3 minutes early, how do you think that's look, and I'm giving you the slightest time frame. Mm-hmm. I'm giving you 3 minutes early or 3 minutes late. How do you think that's going to affect your interview?
Massively.
How do you think that will affect you going in future? Like anything you do, if you're meeting a man somewhere, get there early.
So that's why I say,
because you want a pre-one.
That's why I say to man, treat me like the airport. See when these man be booking these holidays and they make sure they get to the airport on time. You get me? Because they're not losing their bread, they're not watching their plane leave them. Guy in Jamaica, so treat me like that way.
And you see the thing. Yeah, you see the thing with being late and unpunctual. It makes it look like you don't care.
Yeah.
Like even if you do care, even if you really care, it looks like you don't. You're nonchalant. Like I'm late, innit? What? Yeah.
And don't phone man on your way talking stupidness, asking me questions that you already know the answer to, just to gauge the levels of how it's going to be when you turn up, because you know you're going to be even longer than you said. I'm going to tell you why. Because people out there can understand. There's man out there that do that. Or there's a man out there that's going to tell you 7 minutes. 7 minutes. How the fuck do you know you're going to be 7 minutes? He won't tell you 10 minutes. He wants to tell you 7 minutes.
You know what that is though? That's your trap star brethren. That's your brethren who sell drugs to people.
Crazy.
And every time they sell drugs to people and you phone them, they deal with you like you're one of them people.
Mad.
I got a couple brethren that do that. Man will tell me he's at the traffic lights. These times he's in Peckham.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm at the traffic lights. Blood, a man has had me standing outside the yard for like 15 minutes. And the traffic lights are less than a minute down the road. Yeah. And the man's had me out there waiting for him. And I'm ringing his phone, he's just ringing it out. And then he pulls up like, bro, it was mad. I was just at the traffic lights. Brother.
Yeah, don't play that shit, man. Then you're a compulsive liar now, because you're lying on top of lying.
I feel like to say their names, blood. Name and shame these little batty boys, blood. But
just say
I'm going to make them watch this. No, I'm not even doing that, because man will know straight away. If I say their names, man will know, you get me? But they know who they are. And wait, I want to look in the camera. Don't do it. One of these days, you're going to turn up late and I'm going to shot you a box like I'm your dad.
Mad. But you see, if they was to turn up late, yeah, and you was on a movement and you left them, okay, they would have a lot to say.
You think I ain't?
They wouldn't see the fact that I've left my man, or they wouldn't even have the decency to say to you, "I'm gonna be late. If you got a car, chip out." See that? That will make me want to wait for you because of the respect that you're having of the situation. Do you get it? You see, when you feel like man must just wait for you, and then on the way there, you might even have the cheek say, "I beg you, stop off." Yeah. I just want to jive.
You know what? I'm like, listen, man are laughing at me over there.
Can you see booking?
Man are laughing at me over there and they're 2.5 hours late.
Yeah, it's mad.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, what's funny? You gonna got your tongue? What's funny? Man going quiet. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't laugh at me.
Yeah,
man.
It's the timing thing. You lot proper. Trust me. Take your on. You don't have to take your on.
You little pussy.
You don't have to take on the timing.
You get me? And you see, in regards in a professional aspect, like in anything you're doing, that's professional. You have to be professional. That's the key word, isn't it? It doesn't, like if you're starting your own company, you can't tell somebody you're gonna call them at 8 o'clock and call them at 8:15. Yeah. In regards to like when you're dealing with professional people, you don't know a man's schedule and a man's time slot. You might have told a man 8 o'clock and he might have only scheduled you in for 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And you're phoning him at 8:15. You've lost a whole opportunity. That could have been a deal. That could have been a deal worth whatever. But you've lost that opportunity just because of 15 minutes. Do you understand? It's a very important thing in your life. And if you have bad habits in regards to punctuality and timekeeping, like focus and snap out of that, bro. Because that could be that one thing that's holding you back.
you might feel like something's holding you back. Like, why? Because I'm late all the time. That could be that one thing. Like, you might be the best fucking footballer in the world, but you turn up to your trial 20 minutes late. They're not hearing you, bruv. We got man here that have been 20 minutes early.
Come on.
And they
Well,
listen.
let me ask you now, yeah, cause you're talking fucking brilliant. You are talking a brilliant game right now. But you see you, let me just ask you.
Fuck
What
off,
is-
you trying to shame me up on national TV.
Can you even say...
you know what the man said? So man said, you're talking a brilliant game right now. But I ain't been better. I haven't been doing
You
better.
have been doing better.
I haven't been doing exactly.
You have been doing better. But I'm asking you a
you get
question.
me?
What is it? Is it if man get there half 20 minutes early? Do man feel like what is it that man feel? I don't understand. Why do you not aim for 20 minutes early?
No, you know what it is. You see, all right, with me, in a professional aspect, when I'm being professional, I'm not late, you know. But you see with the man them, yeah, the man them take liberties with me. The man them won't have me waiting for 45 minutes. Fuck that, man. Wait 45 minutes, innit? What? Think man can do it to me and I'm me sitting around like I'm some pussy, yo.
See when
I'm
you're
not the
a group of
pussy, yo.
man,
You understand?
and you're not a man that takes the piss out of time and you're just there. It just makes you feel like, where am I? Like,
No, I remember, you know, it's got to the point now. Well, I'm leaving, man, blood. I'm not even in it no more. I've told the man them, like, man, don't have me sitting out here. I'll leave. I'm not interested. I phoned you before I come to tell you I'm on my way. That means be ready for when I get there. If you're not ready for when I get there, that's your problem. If you don't drive, you better have Uber money.
come on, but they're gonna cuss you when you leave them.
I don't care. Man, no one can't do nothing. So man gonna do is run up their mat and then I'm gonna bun a split with a man tomorrow.
100.
So it don't really matter. It doesn't make it. Man's gonna cast for an hour, put your ticket. Alright, cool, I'll check you tomorrow. Come round with some Cali, man's gonna wanna be my best friend.
Yeah, it's mad, innit?
It's normal, bro. But that punctuality thing, man, like, I can't explain it to you, man. Trust me. You don't take that thing. It seems so slight in the grand scheme of everything, yeah. But it's so big.
Something that you should pride yourself on.
It's so big.
And it's so noticeable because people notice.
You understand?
You get me?
Like, and I'll put it like this. All you proper trap stars, you know the meaning of punctuality because you know you have to be in places at a certain time. And if you long it out and do your funny stuff, you lose sales and whatever. It's the exact same thing in the professional world. But you will be missing opportunities. You might miss a job.
Or you might get a sanction.
You might miss a job where you might miss a job 50 grand a year. It's anything, blood, man. So get on the timekeeping thing. I'm a work in progress. My brother just tried to shame me up on YouTube. Just gonna hold it because obviously he's just takes me for a dickhead. Just wants to chat my business. I'm gonna start chatting his business soon. You get me? It's nothing. You see what I'm saying? But cool.
Yeah.
That's for another episode.
I'm not busy.